Good morning, Mishpacha. Good morning, family. So this morning, Elohim woke me up to do a word study, and wow, it was amazing. I couldn't wait to share it with you guys. I'm having to use my old computer recorder because my phone is full. The storage is full. So hopefully I will be able to get this over to YouTube off of this computer, since where I live I don't have Wi-Fi, but I use my phone to upload videos. So, let's dig right in. Out of Tehillim 101, verses 2 through 8. I act wisely in a perfect way. So, I had to stop right there, because wisely, what is wisely to Elohim? Well, a while back, out of the book of Yachshar, I had looked up this word, wisely. It came from 27:12. It's really cool because they all tie in with each other. You know, you can make journals like I do, and that way, instead of having to re-look the word up all the time, you can just go back to what you had looked up before and see how it relates. So here we go. It was from Yashar 27:12. And he said to his brother Yaakov, "Look, I shall die this day, and why then do I want the birthright?" And Yaakov acted wisely with Esau in this manner. And Esau sold his birthright to Yaakov, for it was so brought about by Yahweh. I mean, we could go off onto a lot of other side notes there, but I'm just going to stick on topic because there's a lot of information here. So, Yaakov acted wisely. And we know that Yaakov was loved very much by Yahweh. And so, naturally, we want to be loved very much by Yahweh too. So how do we act wisely in his eyes? Well, the combination for this word, wisely, is actually sakal, shin kaf lamed. So we start with shin, which talks about pressing into Yahshua and his teachings. He's our teacher, the leader of the flock, which he's the one who, through the filling of the Ruach HaKodesh, bends, tames, subdues our flesh nature. Of course, we have to be willing to submit. That comes from the filling of the Ruach too. So, submitting to his guidance, going back to Lamed, thus receiving the filling. Kaf talks about filling of the Ruach HaKodesh, which, of course, we can't do this if our lives aren't balanced. If our lives are imbalanced, it's a lot of chaos, and we know chaos comes from Hashatan. So this separates. We go back to Shin, the two front teeth separating from a pair. If we're paired with anybody who is paired with Hashatan, that chaos is going to take over. We're not being yoked to Yahshua, we're being yoked to Hashatan through that person. So that's why I always talk a lot about how, just like the word says, bad associations spoil useful habits. We have to be very careful who, what we watch, what we listen to. All of that influences what we do and our relationship with Elohim. So, to be able to do that, to get back to Kaf, we have to be open to Yeshua's leadings. So there we have Sakal. It's a lot of meat already just for the first 3 words of these verses. So I act sakal in a perfect way. Perfect. I love Tiffany's video about the root words. This is a root, a family, but going back to the parent roots, just two oats. It is Tom, Tau, and Mem. Tom. So this marking right here, one who is marked by continually being washed by and growing in Yahweh's word. So we act wisely by being washed by and growing in the word, by being set apart. Not everybody who says that they're believers are marked as a believer. It's one who continuously, the water flowing continuously, even through the bad times and the good. The good times, a lot of times, people only cry out to Elohim when they're going through bad things. But those who include him in every moment of their day, remember to rejoice with him and thank him for everything. Those are the ones who are mem, being washed by and growing in the word, who dig into it. So this is the perfect way. When do you come to me? And you is capitalized. You meaning, when do you, Yahweh, when do you come to me? I walk in the midst of my house with a perfect heart. This perfect is a little bit different. It's tamim, tau, mem, then it goes to yod, and then another mem. Whenever there's two oats in one combination, that is showing that it is exceptionally important for this word. So it's like a emphasis. So tamim is one who is washed enough, one who's marked by being washed enough and watered enough so that they grow in Elohim's work and are able to cast seeds that he waters. So I walk in the midst of my house with a tamim heart, with a heart that you've cultivated, that you've grown, that you've casted the seeds through me. This is all about Yahweh's work in us through our teacher, Yahshua. I put no matter of Belial before my eyes. This word matter, pretty amazing. It's the same word as in the word, which is dabar. Dabar is dalit. Let's see. I know I had my beit here somewhere. Dalit, beit, and resh. Dabar. So to dabar in the context of matter is movement, something that needs attention, something that's on our mind, something we have allowed into our dwelling place, whether it be our house, like our literal house, or our physical body. So I put no matter of Belial before my eyes. Here's another confirmation that our associations, whether it be what we watch on TV, movies, what we listen to, who we allow into our house, all of these things can be of Baal, Belial. No matter. This is written by King David. No matter. He was a man after Yahweh's own heart. If we want to be like him, we have to do the things that he did. So, Belial, nothing of him. I hate the work of those who fall away. It does not cling to me. A perverse heart turns away from me. I do not know evil. And remember, we talked about perverse is the same thing as wickedness, and turn is something that Yahweh actually does. We don't do it, and really the other person is doing it because Yahweh causes it to be done. So when we're walking in this perfect way, when we're growing from being marked as one who is washed by and growing in the Word, we are able to have Yahweh's work done in us. I do not know evil. Him who secretly slanders his neighbor, I cut off. I do not tolerate one who has a haughty look and a proud heart. Proud. Wow, this was a word that I had looked up a while back. Let's see, where is it? It's pride was the word that I had looked up before, but pride and proud, those are very similar, just a different context.